strikeout gets his 300th career win, and I tell you, this is really an exciting moment. For his 8th consecutive game, hitting a home run, takes the ball.
Yeah, Savella play might be the play that...
He says 2 doubles. Hey, did he get all of it? Did he? Holy cow, he did it!
I hope all is well. This is Riz. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Hit that notification bell, please. Hit the like button. Or if you like this video, do a thumbs up. Please do something. Means a lot. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. What other videos you'd like to see on this channel. I have a general idea of where I'm going. But I have a fun video for you. At least I hope you find it fun. Holy cow. Holy cow. A saying that has transcended and started back in baseball. Harry Carey uses that term, and Phil Rizzuto also used that term. Now, who used it first? That's up for debate. And as you could see, we're going through the former neighborhood of where Phil Rizzuto grew up, which is in Glendale, New York. Phil Rizzuto, if you weren't familiar with his work here in New York on TV, it was quite comical. He was just really a genuine funny guy, and you really had to have experienced it. At the beginning of this video, I put in some of his famous calls, which had the holy cow in it. Don't mind the dash cam as everything is flying. But we're going right now to his former home, where he once lived, and you're able to see how it looks like today. Phil Rizzuto, too, if you're familiar with the Meatloaf, that famous song by Meatloaf, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, that song that lasts forever. Well, he is the play-by-play commentary during that long spoken bridge. So, back over here, and there goes the camera again. Apologize. Back here in Glendale, this is in Queens. The neighborhood is, it's now, mixed. It's mostly, Eastern European at this point. Yeah, it's mostly Eastern European. You have some ethnic stores, notably Polish stores you have here. So neighborhood has changed since Phil Rizzuto lived here. And as we're approaching it, we'll soon be making a left. Glendale is about, I would say, probably 40 minutes away from New York City. Let me tell you about Phil Rizzuto, a little bit here about Phil Rizzuto. So he's a funny guy. Some of his mannerisms. He also was the spokesman for the Money Store, which is lifelong. It's a company back in the 80s, 90s. He was a spokesman for that. He was born in 1917 in Brooklyn. Originally, his family was from Italy. There is some confusion as far as the year of his birth. Some saying that it's 1917. Some are saying as it's 1918. It's been reported 1918 in Sporting News, Baseball Register. Even actually, even when he was when he died and when he ran the obituary, it even wrote 1916. So who really knows? It's all over the map here. He was listed as 5'6", either 150, 160 pounds. He played baseball and football at Richmond Hill High School, Queens, which you will see soon here. His number was retired by the Yankees in 1985, number 10. So his number 10 was, retired. Signed as an amateur free agent in 1937. Is nicknamed the Scooter, and how he got that name is the Yankee broadcaster Mel Allen attributed the way he ran on the base paths, ran fast. And this, as you're looking straight ahead, is the former home of Phil Rizzuto. He received the Minor League Player of the Year award in 1940 while playing with the Kansas City Blues. Played his first Major League game in 1941. His batting average, never really the best, dropped to 194, which in baseball terms, he took over for a guy in Frank Rossetti who was batting 194. That's how he got called up. He played middle infield. He, in his rookie season, played in the World Series. Though he hit poorly, the Yankees beat the Dodgers. The following year, Rizzuto led all hitters for both the Yankees and the opposing St. Louis Cardinals with 8 hits, 381 average in the 1942 World Series. He even belted a home run after just hitting 4 in the regular season. His career was interrupted, having to do a stint in the Navy during World War II. From 1943 to 1945, he played on the Navy baseball team alongside Dodgers shortstop Reese, and he was managed by Yankees catcher Bill Dickey. Shortly after Rizzuto's return to the Yankees, the 1946 season, he attracted the ire of the new Yankee general manager, Larry McPhail. So, Rizzuto's, if you look at his peak as a player, was 49 to 50 when he was moved to the leadoff spot. In 1950, his MVP season, he hit 324, 200 hits, 92 walks, scored 125 runs, while leading the league in fielding percentage. He handled 238 consecutive chances without an error, meaning he did not mess up. He was perfect 238 times, which set the single season record for shortstops. From 1949 to 1950, played 58 games at shortstop without an error, breaking the AL record of 46, set by Eddie Jost in 47-48. Now that record stood until 1972. 22 years later, after a guy by the name of Ed Brinkman played error-free for 72 games. Rizzuto was voted American League's most valuable player by a large margin in 1950. After being the runner-up behind Ted Williams. If you know who Ted Williams is, compare him to Phil Rizzuto, with all due respect, that's a big thing. As we're walking now through how the modern day neighborhood looks like, majority of these houses are connected now. They go for about, 800,000, 900,000, a million in some instances. It's all about location. All about location. Rizzuto was noted for small ball, strong defense, clutch hitting, and he helped the Yankees win 7 World Series. He's regarded as one of the best bunters of his era. Rizzuto also ranks among top 10 players in several World Series categories, including games, hits, walks, runs, and steals. Just performed in the World Series. He hit 455, 47, 52, and 55. And as we're outside here, and I was looking for the plaque, I could not actually find the plaque, but we're outside of where Phil Rizzuto went to elementary school. So when Rizzuto was released by the Yankees, he had many options. But he decided he could have played, but he decided that he would go try his hand in broadcasting, which he did. Went on to broadcast from 57 for the next 40 years on radio and television. Catchphrase, as you heard in the beginning, was "Holy cow." Also known for saying "unbelievable" or "did you see that?" And would call somebody a huckleberry if they did something that Rizzuto did not like. During broadcasts, he would also wish people a happy birthday or anniversary. He also joked about leaving the game early, saying to his wife, "I'll be home soon, Cora, and I got to get over that bridge," referring to the often congested GW Bridge. And we're outside Richmond Hill High School, which is the high school that Phil Rizzuto did go. It's in Richmond Hill. Next town over from Glendale. That is the outside of Richmond Hill High School. And again, a star, even at 5'6", a star, at baseball and football. Imagine that. Actually, too, Cyndi Lauper actually did go to this school as well. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So you're now looking at the outside of Richmond Hill Park. Phil. So we're actually outside of this park. In the history of this park, it was renamed. It was actually Smoky Oval Park, right? So this park is located, I believe, like on 125th Street out there in Richmond Hill off of Atlantic Avenue. So, it used to be called Smoky Oval Park. They changed it to Phil Scooter Rizzuto Park. Pretty much where it all started for him as a young boy, they said. This park kind of gave him incentive to go forward, to become a professional baseball player. This is where he would frequent and hang out and play. This is the park where he had the Little League, right? It opened in 1938, but was officially given that name in 87 as far as Smoky Oval. So, what happened? Richmond Hill, which has a chic community, they objected to the name because their religion prohibits smoking. So, based on that factor, that kind of put everything in motion as to kind of getting this name changed from Smoky Oval to Phil Rizzuto Park, which made it easier. And it gives hope to the youth in Richmond Hill. You know, you never know. A name like Phil Rizzuto. Hey, who's Phil Rizzuto? Let me look that up. Oh, baseball player. Let me maybe pick up baseball player. Pick that up on the field where he played. Maybe, you know, it could start from something simple as that. So, we're back outside of the store. Not the store. Back outside of the house of where Rizzuto lived. So, there was an article, local paper here, some time ago. They walked up, knocked at the door. And like I said many of times before, you never know. People don't know. Time forgets. You know, the owner really knew, he didn't even know baseball, never really knew exactly of Phil Rizzuto. He knew that someone famous lived in that house, but never really knew anything of Phil Rizzuto. So that's, again, the house on the corner there. And the family actually did live in this house until they passed away. It was about the early to mid-90s, I believe. So, you know, there you go. The story, some of the highlights of Phil Rizzuto, a Yankee legend, a town legend, Queens boy legend. I hope all is well, guys. And I look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.